Hello and welcome to Flooring Models Kit View Time. Today we've got a Shima, or is that Beemax, BMW M3 E30 1992 edition. And actually this does look very, very nice indeed. Classic sports car racing, as we can see here down with the BMW M3. So again, very nice. It does say up here about this decal set and wheels, so it'd be interesting to see what that actually is. We do know they do upgrade sets for these, and normally looking around the box you'll see all about it. Normal sort of colour call outs you can see down here for the livery on this one. Alright, and down here, so your kit number for this one is number 24, very straightforward. And again, this is the aftermarket set you can get with it, so it's the usual thing. We've got photo etch, we've got the antenna wires, things like that, seat belts, so we've got various other bits down there as well, and decals. Again, available down here. You've got your code number for this one is 106310, but it is an aftermarket part, doesn't actually come with the kit. All right, or very nice red one down in there for the Jägermeister one, very nice indeed. So in the box we can see, box stand up, here we go, crispy white plastic as always. So we've got some clear parts. Wow, they look proper, very, very clear, those do. Okay, and you can see gorgeous white plastic, very sharp, very nice indeed. Obviously got a couple of types of hubs down in there. We've got some chrome parts, very nice. Spoiler, we've actually got some tyres, as you might imagine, roll cage, and various things down in there. And then deep down in the box we find ourselves with a nice pack of decals. And then down in here we've got our actual instructions for it. So, having a bit of a run through here, imagine we have got, there it is, just have that out of the way. So, usual colour call outs we've got down in for the guns range down in there, and obviously conversions right the way across, alright, on those ones. A couple of various bits down in there, and then normal thing, depends on which body you're going to be going for. You're going to go with the red, with the Jägermeister one, or if you're going to go with the white one down in there. And then it's straight into the actual build itself. So usual type of things down in there, running gear, transmissions, things like that going underneath. Then talks about in these which do not come with the kit. These are the aftermarket ones for the photo etch, for the actual disc brake systems, if you want to upgrade it. So if you've got anything in grey, it basically means you've got the upgraded one down in there like that. All right. So different types of wheels and hubs if you actually wanted to do that one again. So have a look at the different ones you want to do. So the standard sort of white ones with the Jägermeister ones as well. Then we've got the exhaust system being fitted down into the back. And then obviously working your way right the way through interior. So actually we've got the fire extinguisher things being fitted down in here, some of the electronics down in those, gear shifter, things like that, and handbrake. Usual things, seats, dashboards, all of these going in. The roll cage system being fitted down into the inside. And then again, if you're going to go with the upgraded set, you can go in, or normally it's a decal system, but if you are going to go with a full one, it's got the instructions for it down in there as well. The roll cage and the sort of cockpit area being fitted down to the lower chassis on there just like that. And then obviously we've got the body on the top, so fitting down in the lights, headlights, grills, various things being fitted into it just like that. Windscreen being fitted, and then obviously we've got, I presume it'll be a nice little piece of chrome for the mirror, windscreen wipers, all the glass work being fitted down into this one. And it looks like maybe might be an optional extra, which I think it is for the actual area around the outside. We'll have a look at that in a moment, not sure if it's actually in the kit. Okay, so those being fitted down onto it. Again, another little bit of photo etch being fitted for the towing eyes, and then the rear being fitted on just like that. And then again, some of these other parts, so we've actually got the pins holding down the actual boot onto this one, and then the spoiler system being fitted onto it. And then again, the aftermarket photo etch system if you wanted to go down that area as well for those ones. And then the underfloor basically being fitted in, and the antenna on the top. Again, that's optional extra afterwards. And then the parts call out just like that. So let's have a look around. So that's the versions you've got, the two versions. You've got the Jägermeister one just down in there like that, and then we've got the BMW standard one there with the Sports Evolution one with the first system on there like that, depending which way. Your decals look absolutely stunning, which they always are in this kit. So if we just try and skimmy some of these out, you can see we've actually got the BMW ones as well. So we'll just be very, very careful trying to get these out, because it's going to be a nightmare to get back in. So, like we said before, we have got some very nice little BMW ones like that, and then down in here, these are absolutely gorgeous. They're a little bit thick, but it's good solid colour. So this is that framing work around the actual windows. It is a decal, no problem with that. And we've got the ones for the Pirelli tyres and the Michelin ones, and obviously the markings on this right the way through. Very, very nice indeed on that one. And then so the other option, we've got this one as well. Very nice, good solid colour on all of these. Usually have no problem with these decals whatsoever, and I can't imagine you're going to get them any on here. And to keep those nice and safe, we're just going to pop those out of the way, and obviously those BMW badges, so just top them out and keep them nicely there. Right, okay, so into the bodywork of this, get in. Find my way in, we'll be alright. How to confuse a reviewer, that's it. So, actually it's a very nice matte finish on the plastic instead of that sort of shiny gloss that we are all too used to. That's a matte finish on there, and that's actually quite nice. I really, really like that. We've got no marks or anything. Injection ports all been taken care of. Obviously off sprue and down into these. So again, by the time those are out of the way, that's a good, solid plastic and in a matte finish, which again, somewhat unusual to see that. Always usually in the gloss, but that's actually in the matte. So very nice indeed. No problem with that whatsoever. And down on the inside, got a couple of little bits you maybe just want to skim out, but generally all the ejector ports are on the sprues themselves running through this, so once they're cut away and tidied up, you have no problem with that whatsoever. That's actually very nice indeed. And whilst we've got the little ones on the go, I don't think we really need to get these out, but you've got your different types of wheels. So we've got the spoked ones, or the more traditional ones just like that. So you've got those two down in there. Then we've actually got the rear spoiler, some of the lumps and bumps and hubs on that one again, very nicely done. And the chrome parts, which are the love them or hate them. We said before, you've got your rear view mirrors and your wing mirrors. Obviously the BMW chrome parts at the front, very nice, and the headlights and tail lights on this one, beautifully done in the chrome work. You're probably going to be able to use them straight out without the usual stripping them back and going just like that, okay? And whilst we're doing these ones, the tyres, which are very, very foam, we get a little piece of gauze down in there as well for some grille work, and we obviously get the normal sort of polycaps for the wheels on there like that, okay? No centre seam on those at all, so straightforward use with those, sliding them on. Right, okay, so down into here, got two sprues down in here. So we've got the bonnet, and again in the very nice matte finish, and you can see these pins moulded directly in there just like that. We've got that front valance underneath the bumper there, very nice indeed. And we obviously got that front grille, which will look absolutely fantastic. Got a little bit, just needs a tiny blade in there, I think, just to tidy those up, to open up those grills down there on the side, but generally very nice indeed. And then over on these ones, we've actually got, again, other parts for the actual body. We've got the actual seat, the exhaust system, and then obviously down there on the front end, just like that. That's very nice. Okay, and then slightly on the bigger scales, and again, it's all done in this matte finish, which actually isn't too bad at all, quite like that. So we've got the underside, you can see just under like that, okay? If we switch over the close-up, you can see it better. Very nice moulding down in there, and then obviously all the other parts. So we've got the dash and those brakes. Again, you can do the aftermarket ones, but I think a nice paint job, to be honest, on these discs, you'd have no problems at all on this one. And we've got even down to the windscreen wiper blades, the underside, the running gear, things like that. Very nicely done on all of those parts, and no problems at all there. And then down in here, obviously we've got the actual monocoque system for fitting this in, and then obviously all the details pre-molded into that one. Very, very nice indeed. And then obviously you've got the sides with the sort of door cards, things like that. And then obviously the roll bar system, which again, there's no real burring on it either, which is very, very nice. There's a little bit, but nothing major. Okay, so then we've got a steering wheel, things like that. Again, very, very nice indeed. Last up, we've got the clear parts, which, to be honest, we don't have to even take out the bag. You can just see how clear they are, even through the bag. So they are very, very nicely done. Extremely crisp and clear, just like that. Again, it's lovely. There's only one way to describe these kits. If you've ever looked at any of the Ashima stuff, some of it's a little bit, okay, you get the odd dodgy one like you do with all manufacturers, but generally a good high quality. And then the Beemax ones as well, it's like their spin onto it and it really just makes them absolutely gorgeous. Very nice markings, very nice moulding. Love it being in the flat paintwork as well, because that's actually quite a nice finish. But generally right the way through, gorgeous clear parts, very nice chrome. What's not to love about this kit?